Hey, all right. Just a second here. Mike Combs here. We have, let's see if we get this thing set. Uh-oh, just broke it. Sorry. All right. I know you're freaking out there. Hey, there we are. All right. Sorry about that. Yes, we just lost our internet here probably about 4 minutes ago. And let's see, make sure we're recording this live here. I'm not sure if you're on there or not. Just a second. Let me fix this. All right, there we go. A little bit better. I apologize for goofy here. Anyway, our internet just went down like 5 minutes ago here at the office, and I was getting ready to record this. So welcome everybody here to reachkeep.com. This is Mike Holmes, and I'm the director here. Got lots good stuff today. We're talking about poor man's advertising. You know, a lot of churches don't have a website, and if you don't have one, boy, that's a bummer. And or maybe you have one, you can't even get to it. I got some pastor friends that they can't even access theirs because of the addresses and the passwords and some of those things. But anyway, yeah, we have a lot of churches that don't have a good website, but that doesn't mean they can't be an impact in their community and reach out. And that's what we want to talk about here today. I'm going to try to put this on the holder here so it doesn't bounce around too bad. John, good to see you here. Amy, glad that you're on board with us here. You can't turn your phone. Okay, it's telling me I can't do that. Anyway, I wasn't really ready to do this quite this way. But thanks friends for being with us here on reachkeep.com. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the share button there, and kind of get this thing out to the folks around the country. But thank you very much. Hey, God bless you. Thanks for and John, yeah, others. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate that. Hey, let me talk just a little bit about what I call poor man's advertising, or how to get on Facebook, or get out into your community by using Facebook. Now, there are a lot of churches that pay for ads and have figured that out, and if they're big time churches, they got all that figured out. But a lot of them don't. And so I'm going to tell you kind of the way we do it. It's kind of the poor man's way. It seems to work pretty good for us, and so very excited to share some of this stuff with you. If you're online there, make sure you hit one of those buttons and kind of hit the like button there so the thing goes flying across the screen. I appreciate that. And let me know where you're from. Thanks for different parts of the country. Desiree, good to have you here. And Jonah, all the way from wherever you are. I think you're in Nebraska today. Anyway, again, I apologize. Wasn't planning on doing this. We had this all set up the normal way, and everything kind of fell apart here a few minutes ago. For some reason, we lost our connection. So just doing this on my phone. So anyway, we want to talk about how you can do this. First of all, I believe that every church needs to be an impact in their community, that they need to be that. We need to be the city on the hill, the candle shining out there, the bright light. And it is our responsibility to do it, to let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. I think that's a great verse for Christians. It's also, I think it is a great verse just for local church. It's for that we would be able to reach out and should reach out there. And I think that there's some things that we need to do. First of all, we have to make an impact. Who else is going to do it? The rest of the world makes impacts in a lot of ways that are not very healthy. All the sports stuff, not real healthy. Hollywood's not healthy. Politics, not healthy. Lots of stuff not healthy at all. And what a mess that is. But if you want to make an impact, then man, that's what we need to be. We need to be the ones that are out there doing it. So I think it's certainly worth it that we are doing that. So anyway, I wrote down a couple of things here that we have, that the church really can do and make an impact. What's worth doing? The church is here obviously to teach eternal life and how to live in the hereafter, but we also have an awful lot of stuff about how to live in the here and now. The whole book of Proverbs is about relationships and all that stuff, and teaching and helping people in some of those areas with relationships. How powerful is that? Just some super important stuff, and we need to take time to do that. We can teach about marriage. We can teach about role models, how our children can be our teens, our good teens can be role models for other kids. And every mom and dad wants great role models for their kids. Every mom and dad wants a great marriage. And who else but to teach about marriage but the local church? And so I think it's very important that we do that kind of stuff, that we reach out in that way and be an impact the best that we can. So we've got to be an impact, and we've got to, step it up there and get out and do this. So how can we do this? How can we be an impact in our community in the ways that are super important? And by the way, thank you for those folks that are joining me here right now live on Facebook Live, and those of you that watch this on the replay or on YouTube channel at the reachkeep.com YouTube channel. Thank you very much for doing that, and thank you for leaving your comments and hitting the little like button there and sending the faces across. The wow face, I think, is one that we need to. And again, apologize for doing this on the phone. We had this all set up and it just kind of fell apart here at the last moment. So anyway, there's so many things that we can do, that the church can be. And so it's important for us to remember that we are in the best position to do this ever in the history of the world. We've never been able to do this in other ways. With a phone, with Facebook ads and some of this, we can impact the entire world. We can impact our entire community, and we need to jump right on and do it. So here's how we do our community impact in our thing is we take a public event that's coming up, like a Christmas thing, and I'll give you some examples in a few moments of how exactly, kind of step by step, how to do this. We take something public like that and we say, hey, we're going to promote that on Facebook. Now, what you do is you get on some of these groups that are out there in your community, and these are not, you don't have to, this is not paid advertising, this is free advertising. This is how to do this for free. And you join the local community groups where people are doing the, selling their tires, or they're advertising for a baby shower, or whatever it happens to be. A lot of different things that are out there. And ours is called Rollins Upcycle. There's several names of other ones that are there, and you can find all of those. But you find a local community group and find one that is from around your church area, so that when you are doing, writing something like you want to sell your tires or have a garage sale, that it's in your particular area. And you'll have to watch it for a while. Go ahead and join the group. Most of them are closed groups. You have to kind of join them. Some of them are open groups on Facebook, and you have to join them. But go ahead and join those things and jump right on them and kind of get to know some of the people that are out there. Those are just the ways you do it. So find a great big group, that's out there. Ours has several thousand people in it. And so when I put something on there, it's going out to several thousand people. And you find that group, join that group, and then what you do is you start to get active in there. And so, you make comments on different people's things, and if you're buying or selling things, you can obviously make comments on there. But find some of those groups and get involved with them. Then from there, what you want to do is you want to get an event for your church that's coming up, and Christmas would be a good one for this time of the year. Take a Christmas advertising type thing and put that on there. You find a picture, put it on there, say, hey, our Christmas Eve service is at, such and 7 o'clock at night, and kind of let folks know. And you just push that out there. You don't even have to pay for the extra boost or any of that stuff. You just put it out there, have your church people make some comments on it, and those are just some of those things that you can do. Now, we do this all throughout our community all the time, and I see some of my community people who are on here, right now, watching this. And you guys know that we do this, and it's super effective. All sorts of folks that are out there that punch in, and they say, hey, yeah, I'll be there, or I'll be there that night, or I'll be there for that afternoon, and you get some comments kind of going, and you stimulate that and get a little bit of engagement going. You don't have to purchase those ads on Facebook. You don't have to do anything special, like that. You just take your time, put it out there, and put it on there week in, week out, and advertise those things. We've already advertised for our candlelight service that's coming up and got that ready. So it's just some very simple things. Let me give you a couple of procedures here, and I'll quit because this I'm shaking like crazy holding onto this phone, and so I kind of apologize how my internet connection died. In fact, I kind of look down here at my computer. It's still white screen, the white screen of death. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But here's what you want to do. First of all, you want to pick an event. So let's take Christmas Eve service. You're going to do a candlelight service. Maybe Christmas Day service would be a good one for you. You pick that day. Make sure you get your data right. You know your time and your place and when things start. And then you need to get a photograph of something that is, kind of pertinent to that. So, like if it's Christmas, all you need is like a picture of a wreath or something of that nature. Put a nice picture of a Christmas wreath on there, or a Christmas tree, or some type of holiday type picture. Could be a picture of your church with like snow on it, something nice. You get that there, and you put that out. You put those two together, you write the data on there, hey, our Christmas Eve service is such and such a time, and here's a picture of the church, and you just kind of write that. And then what you do, the best thing to do, and of course since this is on Facebook, is you just sit down and write a conversation about what you're going to be talking about and what the teaching is about. And so, for example, this weekend I'm speaking on, some Mary and Joseph kind of things. We're talking about deliverance. And I would just sit down and I would just say, hey, we'd really like you to come to our church, because this weekend we're going to be talking about the idea of deliverance. And there's many things that happen during the Christmas story that have to do with deliverance. Joseph and Mary, they were delivered from, destruction by Herod. The wise men, they went home another way. They were delivered from destruction, But one of the things that really got delivered was there was Mary and Joseph, and they were full of fear, full of frustrations, not really knowing what's going on, and they were delivered from some stuff on the inside. And folks, sometimes things on the inside we need to be delivered from too, as well as just safety things. Anyway, you just write like that. You write like that on your Facebook ad, and then say, hey, I'd love to tell you more about deliverance. Please join us for a service. Is it 11 o'clock in the morning, or blah blah blah, and you tell you what it is. And that's how you get people to come to church. You just create a conversation with them. It's just a very simple thing to do, and you can do it for free. Again, you find some of these Facebook groups. So, number one, join a group. You got to get on a group, and that's some of those local groups that are out there in your community, the garage sale groups. They're called sales groups. Facebook calls them that. So find the sales groups. Get yourself a little picture of something, put it on there, put a little data like when your service time is and what your address is to your building. If you have a website address, that's great. And then last of all, just sit down and write a little conversational thing like, hey, I want to invite you to church. And again, don't make it all of the features and some of that. Just make it a conversation of how you get to church, and that will help you bring people in. And we call this poor man's advertising. A lot of you don't have a website, or you don't have access to the website, and you can't change it. That doesn't matter. You don't need that. We've talked for the last several weeks on Facebook Live here how to deal with when you don't have a website and what you can do about it. The idea of, having online reviews is very important. You can go to our website and listen to the podcast on that. It's has to do with what to do when you don't have a website. But all of those things, you can find that at reachkeep.com. But just this one is probably the simplest one of all, and it has helped us reach hundreds and hundreds of people. We have so many. We have first-time guests. I was doing a recording earlier today. We have first-time guests every service, and they come because of we just create conversations with them and talk to them and invite them to come. And you don't have to necessarily get out and beat the bushes. Sometimes the weather's bad. We had a huge snowstorm last night. You can't get out and knock on all the doors in the community, but you can get on Facebook and just pour your heart out and invite people to come. So anyway, I appreciate you being with us here tonight on Facebook Live. And this is Mike at reachkeep.com, and you can find us over there at reachkeep.com. It takes some time to look that up. We have all sorts of different resources there, and appreciate that. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, later, I appreciate you very much, subscribing to us on YouTube. That has helped us so much. We have so many people now that have subscribed to our regular stuff that goes out, because we're just here to help churches be better. We're here to help churches be young again. That's really kind of our goal, and we appreciate you being with us. So anyway, I've got to sign out here now. My arm's about ready to fall off. This has been a long one here, but just remember, just get out there and do it. Make your very first ad for Christmas. Do that here right now. Do it today or tomorrow, and do it for for this Christmas vacation. Make sure you do that. And don't forget to hit, the like button here and hit those little, like arrows. And if you would love to, remember, we're not the only ones that want this. You've been listening to me for a while. I appreciate that. We're not the only ones that want to reach our community. There are pastors and really church members all over that want to do that. So take a moment and share this little FaceTime Live. Hit the little share button, and that goes out. And if you're on YouTube, you can hit the thumbs up and the like and the share and all that stuff. So anyway, better go before my arm falls off. God bless you guys. Appreciate you much. And thanks for putting up with me here on FaceTime Live tonight. Hopefully we'll get our internet back up and we'll do this a little bit more professional. But we love you guys and are glad to be your advocate for helping you local church fanatics reach out to your community. So God bless. We'll see you later. Goodbye.